Now, we did remind ourselves about the struggle, the pressure that we have to face today. It's part of the trial that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put us through. The only difference that I can say, even our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who have all the knowledge, the guidance, the wahyu from Allah to him, but he have a lot of problem from his own people that have accepted him as Muhammad al-Amin. Muhammad, a man that you can trust, the trustworthy, a man that never lie, never said any falsehood. But when it comes to the truth, they start to reject him, oppose him. The same go to us today. When we are acting upon the true knowledge, we may have a problem. Learning the true knowledge is something. Acting upon the true knowledge is another thing, is another level. We are trying to bring ourselves to a higher level, not just to have the knowledge, but now we are going to act upon the right knowledge. Then we start to have pressure from within our family, our friends sometimes. Because what is true today, it becomes an alien to a lot of Muslims. What is untrue becomes norm to them. Tradition, culture is very normal to them. What the majority do is normal to them. But when you want to follow the sunnah of the Prophet, we're not talking about majority. We are talking about the right knowledge. That is important for us to have. We must do for the sake of Allah, purely for the sake of Allah. We are here to please Him. We fear nobody. La yakhafuna lawmat la'im. Allah said, a true believer fear no gossiping from anybody. Anybody can say anything to us. Our duty is not going to show off, to make any kind of confrontation with them. Our duty is to act on the right knowledge with wisdom. Of course, it needs time for us to make other people understand. They'll start to accuse us of this and that, say that we are wrong, we are misled by somebody, you know. The time of the Prophet is the same. People say that he's wrong. He's coming with something new against their norm, against what their forefathers have taught them. But the biggest difference between the time of the Prophet and our time, the time of the Prophet, the one that is against the teaching of our Prophet ﷺ, is the disbeliever, the pagan, the jahiliyyah. But today, it's not the pagan that is against us. The pagan have no knowledge about what we are doing. They just don't care. They just leave us with what we believe. They don't interfere with what we do. But the worst thing that's going to happen is today the one that's going to go against the people who act upon the right knowledge, following the Quran and Sunnah, are the people who claim that they are Muslim, they are the follower of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they love Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And sometimes you get worse when the people say, no, we are from the Quran institution. We learn about Quran. We specialize about the Quran. We recite the Quran beautifully. We have the tajweed. We have everything. Anything to do with the Quran, they know. But the only thing they fail to learn is how to implement the Quran. They know how to recite the Quran beautifully, have beautiful voices, but they fail to implement the Quran. And this is the issue that we are facing today. We know that we are going to face it, brothers and sisters, but be patient. At the end of the day, Allah is going to give us victory. You remember what the Prophet always reminds his ummah. You have to hold fast to the teaching of the Quran and the Sunnah. The Quran is just a command. Nothing to do with action. Action comes from the Sunnah. So when you want to act upon the Quran, following the Sunnah of the Prophet, we are sure that we are going to encounter a lot of pressure from our people. I don't blame them. Neither we should blame them. Because majority of the public is just like us. Once upon a time when we are not exposed to the real knowledge. There is what Allah said and what the Prophet ﷺ have taught us. We are just like them. We just follow the norm. We follow the majority. We are accustomed to this way. We just follow the custom. But alhamdulillah, Allah gives us the hidayah again. Open our heart, our mind. Now we realize that what we are doing is not following the true teaching of Islam. It's not based on sound knowledge. Pure knowledge is just based on opinion, feeling, culture, custom, tradition. Everything is mixed up. So alhamdulillah, Allah has saved us. It's time for us to bring the pure teaching of Islam, the true knowledge, back to our own people, our friend, our family. If they go against us, we just have to have patience. وَتَوَصَّوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَصَّوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. Allah reminds us, after you convey them the truth, you just have to have a patience and keep on asking Allah to give them the understanding. But who can open their heart? Not you, not me. Only Allah, who controls the hearts of every one of us, has the power to open the hearts of anybody that we encounter. But don't hate them. Remember one of the saying of our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in Hadith Tirmizi. The meaning of the saying, the Prophet said, when you love somebody, love them moderately. Why? Because there may come a time that people that you love, that you will hate them because they seem to go against you, maybe not in front of you, but they always keep on betraying you, gossip about you from behind. Of course, later on when we come to know that what they're doing behind us, we'll start to hate them. But if you love them too much in the beginning, you will suffer more. The same goes, the Prophet reminds us that when you hate somebody, hate them modestly. Perhaps one day the one that you hate will become whom you love because he become a good person to you. A person that loves you, the person who is there to help you, the person who you can trust. Things may change. So we do not know. The best thing is to be moderate. So you can love somebody, but not to the extent that to please him and to displease Allah and go against the sunnah of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. We cannot do that. We can love everybody, but not to the extent to displease Allah and to displease the sunnah of our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That means to abandon the sunnah. So this is the most critical area today. When you talk about the Quran, nobody wants to argue with us. No, it's the Quran. How can you disagree? But when you come to the action part, following the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, then we will be surprised to see that not only the lay people, our normal friend that will criticize us, sometimes so-called learned people, according to the public, not according to Islam, of course. Learned people, they also criticize us. They consider themselves that they know better than us. They have a degree, they have a PhD, doctor, and they start to criticize and belittle people who follow the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, people who act upon the right knowledge. So we have to prepare ourselves, brothers and sisters. But this is our jihad too, a minor jihad that we have to face because majority of the Muslims today are so far away from the true teaching of Islam. And they are so close to their tradition, and different people have different tradition, different people have different culture. It makes things worse. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the energy, the patience, and the strength to keep on holding to the Quran and the Sunnah, following the right knowledge. Even we are going to displease a lot of people, even that a lot of people is going to be hurt because of our changes, we can't just please them because of them. We have to please Allah. Because without the commitment from us, we cannot help them. Because people are so used with the norm, because the norm is the majority. So if you are not strong, of course you cannot save them. So we must be like a fish living in the ocean. The whole ocean is salty, But the fish is not affected by the environment of the salt in the sea until we put salt in the fish. Be like a fish. Our Prophet ﷺ never sacrificed the truth to please anybody. Even he have to migrate, he have to migrate. So our Prophet ﷺ have shown us the best way to overcome all these issues. That talking about the truth, talking about pure knowledge, and following the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ is not something that is easy today. So brother and sister, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the deep understanding about our deen and make sure that we will stay firm with the belief and the action of the Quran and the Sunnah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Wabillahi taufiqi wal akhir da'wana. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
هذا القرآن يوحدنا لطريق الخير يوجهنا الله تعالى أنزله ورسول الله معلمنا ورسول الله